welcome back to my channel today. We are going to be doing Take My Hand by Picture This. It was a cracker when it came out and it still is when you hear it in the pubs every Saturday night. It's just awesome. So we have 5 chords we're going to be using. G, C add 9, D sus4 / F sharp, A sus4 and E minor 7. They're the chords we're going to be using. If you already know those chords, skip ahead to where we get into the strumming. But if you want to stay with me here, I'm going to show you an easy variation you can do on all of the chords so that you can change into all the chords very quick, easy, and only use 2 fingers. So for the beginners, all you do is put your 3rd finger and 4th finger in the 3rd box, B and E on the bottom of the guitar. They stay there for the entire song, they never move. Then for G, you just use the 2nd box A string and 3rd box E string. So that's going to be your G chord, your full G. For the C add 9, all you do is move those 2 big fingers down 1 string. So 2nd box D string, 3rd box A string. Then you have E minor 7, which is E minor with those 2 little fingers not moving. So it's 2nd box A string and D string. D sus4 / F sharp is basically the splits from here. So your 1st finger goes up to the top string and your middle finger goes to the G string. And then for A sus4, it is the 2nd box D and G with the other 2 fingers on. So as you can see, those little 2 fingers never moved at all. They stayed there the whole time for all those chords. And that's how I play this song. It gives it a nice, sweet sound when you are strumming along. So let's get into the actual song and we'll start with the verse. So with the verse, you start with your G add 9 and then it goes D sus4, E minor add 9 and C add 9. Now E minor add 9 is another name for E minor 7, so you can call it either or. E minor add 9 is just with the 2 extra fingers on. E minor 7 is if you remove that pinky finger, it becomes E minor 7. Now the strum pattern is going to be down 16 times for every chord in the verse. So you're strumming down 16 times for G, 16 for the D, 16 for E minor and 16 for the C. And when you do, it should sound like this. Okay, so feel free in between the 16 just to do a quick up strum. That's what I was doing. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and. So I just put that in every 8 strums or so, just so I know where I am. It also makes it sound a little better as well, so you're not constantly just going down all the time. At the end of the song, instead of strumming down 16 times like a robot, I will show you how you can emphasize the strum pattern to make it sound more unique as well and different. But first we'll get through the chords and the different sections. That is the whole verse. And that is played 3 times at the start of the song, 1 for an intro and 2 for the actual verse. So in the second half of the song, when you go to play the verse again, you're only playing it 2 times for the verse itself. Then we are into the pre-chorus. Now the pre-chorus is very similar. It starts with your G add 9 for 16 strums. Then you're into your A sus4 for 16 strums. Then it's E minor 7 or E minor add 9 for 8. D sus4 for 8. And then your C add 9 for 16. And that is the pre-chorus of the song. That's only played once. Every pre-chorus is only 1 time. Then you're into the chorus. Now every chord in the chorus only does 8 strums. So the verse, it was all 16. The pre-chorus was varied depending on what chord you were in. And now the chorus, every chord just does 8 strums. So you start off in that G add 9 again, 8 strums. E minor add 9, 8 strums. D sus4, 8 strums. And C add 9, 8 strums. That's the first line of the chorus, and then for the second line of the chorus, all you do is replace the D sus4 with a C add 9. So it goes G add 9, E minor add 9, and then 2 C add 9s. Okay? Then what you can do is do an extra long G and go into verse 2, or you can play an extra verse just to give you a time to get into the next verse. So you can either jump into the next verse straight away, or you can do the G, D, E minor, C with 16 strums just to give you that extra time before going into the next verse. So that is the strumming for the song, and they are the chords. Now if you want to sound more like the original, what to do is to emphasize the power to put into different strums when they do the strum pattern. So instead of just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, they put emphasis on the first one and go strum and then touch, touch. So they do a full powerful strum on the first one, and then the next two strums are actual just touches. So it doesn't matter where you touch, you can hit the top string, you can hit the top 2 strings, you can hit the middle strings, just once it's light and easy. So it goes full strum, touch, touch, full strum, touch, touch. And so to do that twice, to go full strum, touch, touch, full strum, touch, touch, and then 2 full strums, 1, 2. And that adds up to 8, so it goes strum, touch, touch, strum, touch, touch, strum, strum. So you can practice that a few times, and that's played twice for the verse. So G at 9, it goes strum, touch, touch, strum, touch, touch, strum, 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 touch, touch, strum, touch, touch, strum, strum. And that is how you can change the strum pattern just to sound more like the original, but also so you're not sounding like a robot just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and the whole way over and over and over again. You want to mix it up. Also the ups that I was putting in, I was going strum, touch, touch, strum, touch, touch, strum, and then instead of the last strum I went down up very fast. So it's the same timing as the last strumming, but it's 2 strums instead, so you have to go faster on those last 2. So if I was to leave out the up strum, it would go like this: strum, touch, touch, strum, touch, touch, strum, strum. If I put in the up strum, it sounds like this: strum, touch, touch, strum, touch, touch, down, down, up. And you can do that every 8, or you can do it every 16 when you're changing chords, and just to give you that free, open sound in between the chord changes, the deep bassy strum in between the chord changes, where you lift your fingers off, you do that up, and then you're into the next chord. So you're doing that strum, touch, touch, strum, touch, touch, down, down, off, and then next chord. Okay, so there are just a few different variations you can do on the strumming pattern itself to make it sound better and make it sound like you've been playing for years rather than just learning the song straight off. They're little techniques that people put in when they're playing to sound more advanced, to sound more confident on the song, because techniques like that do come to you if you play a song for a very long time, start getting bored with the way you've learned it, and you start putting in your own little tips and tricks to make it unique to the way you play it. So they're just 3 little examples on what I do to make it sound more like the original. But like that, you can mess around with it and change it any way you like. So guys, I hope you liked today's video. Leave comments below. Keep those requests coming in. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.
Take my hand and we can go walking. We can talk about whatever is on your mind. Be my friend, cause you really like me. I wanna catch you staring at you go all red. I love the way your hair falls in the summer. I treat you like a father treats your mother, and I'm kinda scared of your older brother. Oh yeah. You're all that I'm needing, all that I'm feeling. I'll be the one who's kicking and screaming.